deep dive. Today, we're going on a bit of a mission. We're exploring this really fascinating conversation between a traveler and an Egyptian tour guide.
Yeah, we're trying to peel back those layers of Egypt's history, right? Looking past the obvious tourist traps to find these vibrant, hidden corners of the ancient wonders.
Exactly, because, whenever we picture ancient history, it's almost always in, dusty beige.
Right.
Just these huge, faded blocks of sand-colored stone, just sort of baking in the desert sun.
We definitely project this sepia filter onto the past, but this traveler's account completely shatters that monochromatic view. We get this ground-level perspective of a country that was, and honestly still is, incredibly vivid.
That brings us right to the pyramids of Giza. We all know the sheer scale of these things based on the source.
Oh, absolutely. They are ancient wonders built from these massive stones just to serve as burial grounds for kings.
Right, they're these massive monuments to the dead. But it's wild to think that none of those giant stone tombs would exist without the actual heartbeat of the country.
The Nile River.
Yes. If the pyramids are massive monuments to the dead, the Nile is the ultimate life-giving engine. It's the longest river in the world.
It really is. Without that river, the pyramids are just, an architect's impossible dream. Life entirely depends on the Nile.
Right.
The tour guide points out that the Nile was literally the conveyor belt for those multi-ton stones. During the annual flooding season, the water level rose so close to the Giza Plateau that it created this temporary harbor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they just floated the blocks right to the construction site.
That is incredible. So the river wasn't just watering crops, it was the engine of their entire civilization's ambition.
Exactly, and it creates such a striking contrast. You have these incredibly heavy ancient stones at Giza.
Built to defy time, yeah.
Right, and then the traveler describes taking a traditional felucca boat trip on the Nile at sunset. It's this peaceful, dynamic, living experience.
So different from the static tombs.
Completely. And you're relying on the exact same wind and currents as they did thousands of years ago.
But, while everyone is crowding around Giza or sailing the Nile, our source points out that a lot of tourists completely miss one of Egypt's oldest ancient cities.
It's such a shame. They're talking about Abydos, and specifically the Temple of Seti I.
Oh, yeah.
It's the ultimate hidden gem. People naturally flock to the pyramids for the awe-inspiring scale, but Abydos offers something totally different.
An intimate look at history.
Exactly. Through these incredibly vibrant details. The astonishing fact here is that the wall carvings at Abydos aren't just clear, they are brilliantly colored after thousands of years.
Wait, hold on. If this place has incredibly clear, ancient Technicolor carvings, how do tourists miss it?
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's like finding a perfectly preserved ancient comic book hidden in the desert. Why didn't these fade to that dusty beige we talked about?
Well, it comes down to a mix of brilliant chemistry and accidental protection.
Okay, chemistry how?
The ancient artisans used highly durable mineral-based pigments. Ochre for reds and yellows, malachite for greens. But the real secret to their survival, the temple was swallowed by the desert.
Oh.
For centuries, dry sand completely buried the walls, acting like a protective seal against the elements.
That makes perfect sense. So, if the pyramids were the ancient world's billboard, shouting the king's power to everyone, the Temple of Abydos was their private diary.
I love that analogy, yeah.
Intimate, highly detailed, meant to be read up close.
And that's exactly what the tour guide was trying to show the traveler. As the source notes, there is history in every single corner, not just the famous spots.
So bringing this all together, it's a reminder for you to look closer, right? To seek out the full spectrum of a place. Appreciate the journey from the massive stones of Giza to the peaceful felucca rides on the Nile, and finally to those brilliantly colorful, overlooked walls of Seti I.
It completely changes how you visualize the past. You stop seeing ruins and start seeing a brightly painted, complex society.
Which leaves me with a final thought for you to ponder.
Okay.
The source mentions the carvings at Abydos are incredibly clear and colorful after millennia. It makes you wonder if those ancient artists knew their colors would actually survive thousands of years. What specific stories were they trying so desperately to ensure we'd see today?